It's your debut back on the DLB Daily. We have our special guest who will probably leave the room at some point and fall asleep on the couch. But today is chest day, and chest day has always been mundane probably for everyone, because it's like, what do? You bench, you incline, it's just presses and flies. So today, it's a lot of presses and flies because that's what chest day is. That's how you work your chest. But we're gonna be trying to add in different kind of iso holds, and this is just what she does. We're gonna add in a bunch of like iso holds, just try to change these normal exercises to make them feel different and make them feel harder, but not necessarily that you have to do heavier weight. You're just making the exercise harder by holding and doing a ton of reps. So, Kaya, you ready? She's not done yet. All right, let's get started. I have to have a cheat sheet because a lot of these exercises, I don't know what to name them. I don't know if there's an official name. So the first thing we're going to be doing, we're going to start hitting our incline. So normally so when I was bodybuilding, I would always start with incline because upper chest and shoulders was like my main priority. It really didn't matter how much I benched. Didn't matter how wide my chest was. I just wanted to kind of build up my shoulders. So kind of going back to that, we just had the Olympia. I'm in like bodybuilding mode right now, just being around all the fitness people. So I'm kind of going back to like my old school bodybuilding days we've been starting with incline a lot. We've been doing a shit ton of incline. So we're doing, let me see what I wrote, alternating dumbbell, incline, iso, hold, press. Superset with alternating dumbbell, iso hold, underhand front raise. It's a lot of words. I just try to put as many descriptive words in it. I don't know what to call these. So you're basically, I guess I'll just perform. I'll do it really, really light at first. So we're going to do 4 sets. You're doing the first 5 reps where you're doing alternating iso hold. So you're doing a single arm press, while the other one is going to be in the hold position, which for the press, the hold position is going to be in the down position. So you're going to go 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. When you get 5 with each, you're going to rep out, try to get at least 5 more. If you can do more, move up and weight. So then we do 5. And then we're gonna do kind of the same thing. I'm gonna probably stand for this because it's on an incline, but you're going to hold, ooh, I need lighter weight. You're going to do the same thing, but a front raise, and we're gonna go underhand. So front raise, if you're this way, you're gonna work anterior delt, a little bit of the medial head. When you start turning, it goes a little bit more anterior, and then if you turn all the way, then you're gonna start hitting that upper chest a little bit more. So yeah, this is gonna feel like a lot of shoulders. So we're going holding, this holding position will be in the flex position. So you're going 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, and then up for another 5. And if you see the angle, I'm not going straight. Like normally like a straight front raise, you're this way. We're coming across our body. So but the dumbbell should kind of end right at like the midline of your chest. So you're coming underhand, and when you come down, you can rotate. But as you come up, you supinate and bring your palms up, come across your body. So then you go pretty much until failure. Yo. Damn, you do one set of this and I'm pumped. All right, let's move up. Hup, hup. Here we go. 'Cause I think those are the ones that will pump you up. A little bit of delts in there. Woo! I feel good. I could go home and that was a good workout. All right, thanks guys, see you later. I was kidding about, we're not done yet. We just got started. Let's be serious. So next up, we're moving to a flat dumbbell press. And we can do straight sets, but that sounds boring. Let's do something fun. So these first 3 sets are actually gonna prepare you for what we call the death set. I've been doing a lot of death sets recently. So this will be preparing for the death set. So your first set of just a dumbbell press, and how you want to do your dumbbell press is completely up to you. I do mine kind of wide. I bench pretty wide, so usually my hands are out here. If you want to do more of like a neutral position, it's a little bit safer for your arms. It's completely up to you. I'm not going to tell you how to do your dumbbell press. Do whatever feels most natural. I like it wide because I think it builds my shoulders a little bit more. And who doesn't love that? So, on to explaining each set, because each set is going to be different. So our first set is not really a warm-up, it's still a working set. So I want you finding a weight. So your first set is just a set of 10 to 12. So whatever weight that is, maybe you even can do more. So something that you will do 10 to 12 reps with. Your next set, you're gonna bump up, obviously, because you just did 10 to 12. Your next set is 8 reps, somewhere around 8, 7, 8, 9, even if you get to 10. I always try to maybe not go to failure, but almost failure. So something around 8 reps, and then you're doing a single drop set. So you're doing 8 reps, drop the weight by 30, 40%, and then I go to failure. Third set, we're doing a double drop set, but we're going up again. So your first set should be around 6 reps. So now we're going pretty heavy, and then you drop the weight, and you drop the weight. So when I'm at the dumbbells, which is nice because I try to just find like good even numbers, and I drop by like maybe 15 to 20 pounds. It's up to you. So if I'm doing like 60s for the first part of the drop set, I'll go 60, then like a 45, and then maybe a 30 or 25, depending on how you feel. It's all up to you. Like, I don't know. Like, you have to be able to read your own body, read how much. Like, if you went way too heavy for that first one, you might have to drop like 20 pounds. So you might go 60 and then 40 instead of like 45. Maybe you went a little bit light. Maybe you only dropped by 10 pounds. just do a double drop set. And I just always go to failure. Just go until you can't rep anymore, drop the weight, and go again. Which then leads us, that's not the death set. I know you probably thought, okay, death set, double drop set, oh, real big deal. Oh. We did this once with, on arm day.
Wait, you have to do your...
Oh yes.
Classic.
I forgot. Death set. I forgot. Thank God Carlos is here. This means death set. All right, so we did this on arm day where you were doing iso holds, just like we just did, but we're gonna do same thing with the press. You're gonna go 8. So you do 8 on one side, holding in the down position. So I'll just do a little quick demonstration with my fake dumbbells. So our iso hold, just like we were doing with the incline, so you're doing 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we go to 7, 7. You see where this is going? 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. I didn't do the math, but it's probably a lot of reps. So, most of the time you're not going to know what the heck, how much weight you can do. So I like to go back to whatever I did for the first set, that first set of 10 to 12, you're probably going to do a little less than that. So if I started my 10 to 12s with like 40s, I'm probably going to do this with maybe 30s or 35s. So I'm gonna go a little bit less than what I did with the 10 to 12 range. And if you can't make it all the way through, it's not the end of the world. I'm a huge, you see me do it, especially on like lateral raises, you see me rest all the time. Like you pump out like 5 and then you rest, you collect yourself, let all the lactic acid kind of like go down, and then you get a couple more. Like you can keep going. So you can do that same kind of thing. Like if you maybe picked a weight that was a little bit too hard, I'd rather you do that than pick a weight that is totally way too easy. So maybe even just pick the weight that you started with at the beginning of this for that 10 to 12 range. Choose that weight, maybe like 5 pounds less, and just do it with that. If you get to the 5 range and you literally can't do any more, take a little break and then get back into it and finish it out. No big deal, you're still gonna get a massive pump, but I'd much rather you go heavier than go a lot lighter and make it easier. Got it? It's the DLB method, always go heavier. All right, ready, set, go, and I'll take 10 seconds off. Here we go. Oh. 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Oh, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, this is what I'm talking about. We're gonna break, not the end of the world. We're on the 4 range. I went a little heavy. So, now I know. Lighten it up a lot. Whoo, this I'm pumped. Oh, 4. Ha. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ah. I think my arms are gonna fall off. Okay. So, this is the first time I've done this one, now that you know. Oh, so you see, completely okay. You're still gonna freaking rip yourself to shreds, even if you take that little break in between. So, whatever you did for the 10 to 12 range, maybe cut it in half. So I should probably have been maybe at 25s, maybe even 20s. So go, no, it's 25s. Actually, no, I like the way I did it. Can't even change, I can't even make up my mind anymore. I think my brain's dead. So if you go heavier, you can do that. If you go a little bit lighter, you better make it all the way through or else. Quick tip, because I even noticed myself where I'm thinking of things because I just did it. Quick tip is don't relax this one. When I started to get really tired, all I wanted to do was kind of like drop this one and let it sit, but you're holding just above as you're doing this one. So you're keeping the tension on, even though it's in the down position, in the stretch position, that's still working. So just don't do this where you're like holding it like on you. You should be holding it up, but as I was getting tired, I could feel it like coming closer to my shoulder, and that's why I stopped. So you're gonna stop right about here, and then you just hold it. And that is what makes it very hard. Now that the depth set is over, we're going to something a little more basic. There isn't a depth set here, so that's good. So we're gonna go back to hitting incline. So we're going to do a close grip landmine press, and then if your gym allows you to do this, I like to do incline cable flies. If the incline or the cables are not open, you can do dumbbells instead, or even just separate them. That's totally fine too. Like, I know I write my workouts how I actually do them, and this is how everyone wants to know, like, how do you look that way? What do you do to train? Like, this is actually what I do. Is everyone able to do that in a regular gym? Maybe not. So you can totally just separate them. It's not the end of the world. Just do both exercises, or you can alternate and do an alternative to the to the cables. You could do a dumbbell instead. You could do an alternate to the landmine press. You could do like a close grip incline, like bench press or dumbbell incline. So you can do something similar. So I'm going to do the landmine because it's different, and not a whole lot of people do landmine presses. I love it for shoulders. So anytime on chest day, if I can hit a little bit more shoulders, I'm going to. Which is why when I get to my incline flies, I'm going to sit on the bench. You can sit or stand, but I think by doing it this way is more shoulder activation. If I brought the bench up and did on like you normally would, like most people do, this way is a lot more chest. So figure out what your goals are. For me, I'm a girl. I like my chest, but at the end of the day, I like delts more. So just pick your spot. Like, if you like chest more, bring the bench up and you'll be here. This is more chest. You're still gonna hit your front delts. If you like delts more, I do them like this. So you're still hitting your upper chest. I just get a little bit more delt activation when I do this. So you can do it sitting, just without any back, or even standing. So we are doing 8 to 10 on the landmine press. So you're just right here pressing up, and then 10 to 12 on your incline. Super simple, right? So I am going to be using just a T-bar row here. When you bring it up, I like a little knee pad for my knees. So dainty. You just bring it up to your chest. The way I hold it is just like this. You can grasp, but I just press from here and then up. Sometimes I'll come back and almost like lean forward a little bit, which again, I feel a little bit more in my shoulders. Or stand still and you're right here. This is gonna be huge anterior delt and huge upper chest. Now, if your gym does not have a T-bar row that's already set up, sometimes they have those attachments where you can put a bar into it. Maybe you don't even have a bar attachment, so you just find a nice corner. Try, if you're at a public gym, don't just jam it into a corner because it will put holes in the wall. So a lot of times I'll try to find like a piece of equipment. So you just get a barbell, you get your little knee pad, and it's the same thing. Oh, I'm a little bit far away now. I need to be a little closer. Bam, right there. And, oh, doesn't work there. I need to go to a different corner. I know what corner I used. This corner. Ah! Get in there. And we're back. Sometimes you make mistakes. And we're here. Wow. So you can just make your landmine press that way. A lot of gyms will have those, if you don't know what I'm talking about. If you ever see, there'll be like this little attachment and there's like a little cylinder and you just put the bar in it and it makes a landmine press. Or use a T-bar or do something like this. I am going to use the T-bar. Just so you know, this T-bar weighs like 300 pounds. It does weigh a lot. It weighs a lot. Just like all my fake ass dumbbells. The 20s are actually 35s. Okay. Yep. Nine. Woo. All right. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm getting shreddy. Moving on to cable flies. So we're doing a flat cable fly. So if you have a cable machine that you can move these up and down, which is very nice, I'm going to put it at basically like a shoulder height. So you're coming straight across just like that. So if you don't have it, again, you can do dumbbell, you could do a pec deck, all very good options. So I don't have a pec deck, so I have to do this. So we're just going straight across. Again, the biggest thing I see people do is they go too fast. Doing this, there's gonna be like no contraction. So it's nice, slow, hold for a second, back down. Just actually concentrate, like maybe even when you get here, squeeze. Sometimes I'll turn my hands in a little bit just to get a little bit of a different feeling, but just don't rip through the motion. So you're going 12 to 15 there, going right into a push-up. Again, I'm putting numbers there. Sometimes I don't even get 12 to 15. You might be so dead, and we've done so much volume that just try to get at least 10. But we're gonna go 12 to 15 push-ups, just regular push-ups. If you need to take a break in between, that's fine. On your last one, I'm queen of iso holds today. We're gonna get our phone, or actually your phone's already gonna be there because it's gonna be on your last rep. So anywhere from 10 to 15 push-ups, you're gonna start your timer and we're gonna do an iso holding push-up. So not in the top position, you're gonna be in the bottom position, well, midway position, not all the way down to the ground. So we're about halfway and you're gonna hold for 60 seconds. Again, I know there's beginners here that are new to this, so maybe you have to do it in stages. Maybe you hold for 20 seconds at a time, but I want a full 60 seconds, whether you take a break or not. Maybe you take a break halfway in between. Everyone that's in here, everyone that's in this community, we're not all on the same level, which is totally fine. So divide your 60 seconds up if you have to. If not, you do the 60 seconds. If you can do more, do more. If I can get past 60, I will do more. But also remember, we're doing 4 sets of this. So you're going 12 to 15, 10 to 15, and the last one, you're gonna hold for 60 seconds. Divide it up however you can. But if you take a break, those seconds don't count towards your 60, just so you know. Yep. Stay up with me. All right, ready? Woo. Yeah, you might need a little shake. Yeah. Oh my God. I got it. Wow. So this is my little technique. 1, 2. Oh, get out of here. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, fuck. Oh, that was so much harder than I thought. Maybe I should just write 2 rounds of 30 seconds. Oh, okay. Sometimes when you don't do these workouts before you actually do the edited version, you find out it's a lot harder than you thought. Oh my God. So for the 60 seconds, you saw the technique. If you can only do maybe like 15 seconds at a time, totally fine. Just divide it up. I just hit stop, take a little break, go again, hold as long as you can. So try to keep your form. This is gonna be a lot of core muscles as well because you're holding basically a plank position. So if your stomach starts to fall, so if you're here and you start doing one of these, that's not gonna feel good for your back. So keep your core nice and tight. You're almost in like a crunch position. So core in tight and hold. Wow, that was so hard. That was so hard. What's wrong with me? Good luck. That was so hard. So we're gonna revamp it, and you can still use the same technique if you can't get the full reps. Like obviously the first one's gonna be the hardest. So what we're gonna do with these holds every set they're gonna go down in seconds because you're gonna be fatiguing a lot faster. So the first one is the biggest one. We're gonna do a 60-second hold. The second set, 45 seconds. And you still might have to take breaks in there, in between there, because I had to stop at 30. Third set, 30 seconds. Last set, 20 seconds. So that, there's a light at the end of the tunnel, guys. So 60, 45, 30, 20. You might not even be able to do an iso hold by the end. I don't even know. That was so hard. Guys, I know you probably want to kill me right now. I'm so sorry. This is a hard workout, but this is the last thing, I promise. If you guys all cancel on me after this workout, like I will totally understand. But I'll try to win you back. I'll put some easy ones in there. Maybe not, I don't know. So last but not least, let me make sure these are at the same spot. We are doing a high to low cable fly, 10 to 12, and then you're gonna go right into a press. So the difference with the fly and the press, we're gonna keep them all at the same locations. You're gonna just basically switch your elbow. So you're going from a fly, which is a fixed elbow position, and you're not up here, you're gonna be down here. High to low, high to low. So we're hitting that decline a little bit. So elbows in a flex position, slightly flexed. They're not like getting, can't think of words. Wow, those push-ups really messed me up. I can't say that word. It's really messed me up. So fixed position, you're not bending your elbows. They're slightly bent and they stay in that fixed position. When you get your 10 to 12, then we're gonna bend our elbows and we're gonna come downwards into a high to low press. So fly, I can actually do it with the cables. It would probably be a little bit better, huh? So high to low, coming down. And then when you get your 10 to 12, my hands change positions, so my knuckles are out, elbows come back, and you're still coming down, kind of the same movement, but your arms just change. We're not switching the weight, so you just go to failure. So whatever you possibly can do, if your arms are still working after those push-ups. So 10 to 12, and then failure, and then we're done, I swear. I swear. Guys, I'm done. Again, I apologize for making this workout. Please don't cancel on me. It will get better, maybe worse. I don't even know. I shouldn't lie to anybody, but I'm sorry. That was a hard workout, so good luck, guys. Again, don't feel bad. Whatever I write, you can always modify for what works for you. So I'm gonna try to add in the details, just like how to modify it, especially on those iso holds. And I think I did a pretty good job because I couldn't even do the prerequisite. So you could see that even someone to this level has to take breaks sometimes, and just know your limits. Sometimes you might be able to get through that entire set, and sometimes you can't. So every day changes just based on how you feel and how your body's working. So just listen to your body, know your limits, realize it's not the end of the world if you can't get all the reps. Like there's some days where I can't bench 185 pounds. It happens. So don't get frustrated, and just take breaks and then just get through it. That's all you gotta do. So good luck. Thanks for watching. Until next time. I'll try to be a little more gentle next time.